look what I found. Isn't it cute? I named it Nagi. I was hoping we could... Huh? Squeak!
それは確かに愛らしいです。採用しましょう。
Hello and welcome to Goosebumps HorrorTown playthrough. This is part 3 in the finale to the egg monsters from Mars. And of course, we might as well go ahead and talk about this. This is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, but hey, the introduction is going to be a lot to talk about. You know, for a small update, there's still lots to do, so I will try to keep it as short as possible, but namely, yes, this is going to be talking about finally the egg monsters. These is their official form, drawn in the artwork that was going to be displayed later on in this dialogue, where they're going to hear them speak. Of course, they come from their little meteor, which is this big, weird, blocky thing, and of course there's another one, which basically is a little bit more of a, weirder look to it, because again, the way they designed this is kind of blaked and whatever. But something interesting about this is that the egg monsters themselves were actually one of the marketable things that you see Goosebumps kind of do back in the 90s. So they actually had some artwork officially for them. Namely, these are these two here. One of them crawling and the other one is just kind of riding the egg beater because haha funny. There was this toy thing, which I believe was from Australia. I might be mistaken from that, but I remember seeing a commercial that had something like this here too. This little figurine here, though, is interesting because I believe this was one of those Kinder Surprise eggs that you kind of get, and they had prizes and figures in them, and this was one of them for the egg monsters, which I actually kind of digged. What's also interesting too is that there is this unreleased product which was basically the egg monster from Mars kind of slime toy, which basically the gimmick of it is it's yellow slime with black eyeballs, and it would come in this egg type thing. And I thought that would be really cool if that ever did come in. Like, that would have been a fun toy. Like, even nowadays I can see somebody like this kind of do that. It's kind of fun. But, you know, whatever, it's I digress type of deal. Alright, there is something I want to point out here, and that was from the past. When the game was advertising itself way long ago, one of the screenshots they used was this one here. Now, I'm pointing out figures to this weird yellow thing. I have a feeling that this could have been their intention to the egg monster from Mars, but I have no idea. I mean, it's possible that's what they were aiming for, but it's never been released and it's never been official, so as far as we know, this item just never existed. But hey, we got reference of it, so it's there in a sense. Something else I want to point out too is that the egg monsters themselves look kind of weird, and again, I'm not saying this is potential for inspiration, but there is a online website, copyright free, I think is what they call them, or public domain, which is the SCP, or Secure, Contain, Protect, which is basically the equivalent of spooky monster files and all that type of stuff. You've seen them before. But one thing I want to mention is this one here, this cutie. This is SCP-999, or known as the Tickle Monster. It is basically one of those adorable little things, and of course you could pretty much see the resemblance to that with our dear friend Playboy Vampire, which, by the way, I might as well go ahead and show off. This was the comic in question that I decided to use for this beginning bit, which was funny to say. I do like the fact that they just love Susie, and I think it's because of the whole cartoon vague angle. I know they love Toontown, so I know that's a Toon World, my bad. I know that's a thing. Of course, they did another one here with Susie, except she's more in the Timmy's dad version, because this is a joke from his clip from this Christmas episode where he's like, "Mine dog! I love you, Nagi! Mine!" So that's there. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be referencing, but it's one of those cute, like, you know, when you're cute and harmless, but you're still a monster, and it kind of has his little arms raised up in the air, like, ooh, look at me. And of course, I wanted to show this one off because this was kind of funny with little Eggy in a little baby hang thing with Susie. And she's just basically kind of like, oh, aren't you, like, cute? And then Slappy's obviously just like, you know, don't you know about personal space, lady? Type of deal. But, you know, I digress. But, yeah, I was going to go ahead and, I mean, we're already kind of into here a bit. But before I go into talking about the kind of update stuff that kind of came into the game, I want to mention one last thing. I was browsing on the internet and I came across somebody. Now I know this person watches me because I've seen them comment on my videos before in my channel, not really channel postings, but community tab, and it's this guy here. Yes, I see you. I know you're a fan of me, and I see you. But I wanted to share their stuff off because they're also another artist that actually does a lot of art for HorrorTown. Namely, you see stuff like Brooke, and he does one great one for Zeke, which I'm going to show off in the recapped video, which will come out eventually. But yeah, you got some stuff here with them, with Brooke. You got a meme with the iCarly bit, which was basically the, what you got there? It's like a smoothie, which, you know, all that stuff. And then there's also this other funny one I want to show off, which is basically this picture they took, which was animation freeze frame of Courtney doing her jumping jacks, but it kind of makes her look like she's posing the A pose, inserting her dominance. It would have been better if it was a T pose, but you know, A pose is also very threatening. But hey, there's a reason I'm including their artwork, and that's because they throw some memes about this update. Like, for example, there's this one here with Dr.Grey. He's like, oh, I study life forms from outer space, and then all of a sudden the hordes of different alien species kind of give that monkey look of like, yeah. And of course, he did an artwork here basically with Lucy saying, oh no, a crashed meteor site. And it's just like, Dustin's like, oh man, again? And she's just like, oh, what do you expect? I'm surprised Brooke wasn't included in the dialogue because she was also one of those ones that gets included in the story. But yeah, I digress. It's whatever. But yeah, you've been mentioned. Hopefully you're okay with me doing that. And if you are more than welcome to do any artwork and whatnot, let me know. And I'd be more than happy to share with you because, again, you do really good artwork, especially like the Zeke one. It's like, ooh, that is really good. But I digress. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the posts that happened in this video game since the last time we talked. One of them was this one here, basically talking about the fact that they are working on issues because when the game came out with the update, ooh, there were some problems. So yeah, eventually they did get a fix, and one of the problems they had was basically the fact that the price was wrong. It was actually supposed to be $6.99, not $4.99, so people were kind of like, why am I getting overcharged? It's like, yeah, whatever. For me, I didn't expect anything much. I was just like, oh, I thought Canadian money, you know, transversion or whatever. But turns out another problem came up because apparently with one issue comes another. So they came up real quick to try to fix it again, to try to get all the stuff ready. And sure enough, they did get it fixed. And because of the delays, they decided to extend it to 4 days extra. So instead of ending on the 20th, it ended on the 24th. So you get to see me talk about that there. Then there's also one here with basically talking about, oh, tell us what you thought of the event, which I will do in my own separate video talking about the review, because that isn't coming back in a sense. I want to see people's reactions to that and what they think of it, but that is neither here or there. There's also one other post they did during this time, but I figure I'm going to share that within the video's context, and you'll see why when I mean when I get to there. But that is it there. So man, oh boy, that was certainly a mouthful, and I do apologize on this beginning bit being a little bit more, a lot to handle, but don't worry, there's reasons for this, so that is going to happen eventually. But, I digress. Anyways, we're going back into the game, back in May of 22, and we're going to come back into a funny bit, because I noticed something with one of our little Egberts. Because apparently 2 of them might be broken. What's wrong with these 2? They weren't even moving. They were just kind of slowly, like, sliding. You know what I mean? Like, look. They're not animated. They're just sliding around. What is this? Are they going to fix it? No, look, they're sliding. Look at these guys. Look how lively they are, right? You see them jiggling up and down, right? Now look at these 2.
Look at this. What is this? They're just sliding. They're like, wee, you know, like statues. Look at this. Statues. These guys are animated. These two are not. What is going on there? What's happening?
I got me my eggs, and now I'm satisfied.
Oh man, it's a little loud. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah. Yes, got the eggs. Now we can finish him done tweaking his little things. Let's watch what happens here.
Hey, guys! Guys! Look here. I already found a ton of eggs. And they're so weird.
What's weird about them? That they're green, they got veins, what?
Yeah, they're slimy and sticky, and they got some sort of veins on the sides.
That's disgusting. Why are you playing with that? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know about this, guys. They're kind of scary. I think my eggs are actually beating.
Wow, Marty, what a big chicken you are. Mr. I'm so big and macho. I'm the great Marty, and yet you're scared of an egg.
Yeah, I don't know about this Dr. Grey. He's a little spooky. And have you seen the glass freezer he built?
You mean the one that had a dead guy in there? Yes, I did. I'm surprised you brought the skeleton in there too. Part of me is thinking that he just kind of made up that story, that he just put a fake skeleton in there with the glasses. He's like, yes, I killed. Yes, I killed the kid. But really, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I think I saw a skeleton in there.
Yeah, let's just pretend that doesn't exist. Yeah. So just in case you were wondering if he did kill him or not, I guess there's alluding to it. And now look, I got 200 of the things. I know probably I'm going to get yelled by this, but screw it. Give me egg piles. I need it for the egg stuff. Oh my god, a day? Well, yeah, I said it was going to be a day. Can I get more? Let's see. I can get more. Oh, yes. I'm going to try to get more, but, at the same time, even I was surprised by that. But I'm going to get all the other items first, and then I'll get more of the things. I'll hog them as much as possible.
Oh, I got my freezer and the kids have brought a lot of eggs. I'm all set to get started.
By the way, why are they helping this guy? They just met him and they're like, okay, weirdo, we're going to give you your eggs. Why can't you grab your eggs? I mean, we know why he can't grab the eggs. We're going to find out in a minute. But I'm just saying, realistically, why would you... look at this guy's face. Do you really trust his face?
But I won't let anything spoil my plans this time. Oh, no. I got a whole new method scheme.
Okay, what is your scheme, and what do you need these for anyways?
While I wait for these eggs to hatch, I'm going to use microscopic samples of them to produce Martian pheromones.
Okay, why do you need Martian smells to, what do you need that for anyways? What is Martian pheromones supposed to do exactly? Give you superpowers? Make you smell nice? Get you, so you can have a date? What exactly do you got going on there, buddy?
And then the Martians that are already roaming HorrorTown will come to me of their own accord.
Okay, but didn't you not want them to come to you? I mean, you had a bad flashback in the first place. I don't know. I want to see you looking scared.
Once I get them here, without even having to touch them, I'll be able to subdue and control them to do my bidding at last.
Again, what is he going to use these things for? They're just cute little blobby monsters. God, you're such a weirdo. Can't even dye your mustache properly. Obtain Martian pheromones. Oh, good. He's mixing pheromones, so he's going to get me that anyways. And, yeah, you do that. You mix up the Martian stink. Alright. Oh, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm at this. Get me over here. Because I think I'm getting myself some Martian pheromones as well as... you can get the items from the other place, but unfortunately the eggs are, the only thing you can't get. But everywhere else, I think, the fastest way to get them is to do the crafting here. Yeah, basically. And I'm getting some Martians because I needs them. So let's do that. Get that going. Alright? So, and yeah, I'm still going to be making Martians and whatnot on the side, but I know I'm going to have to get Martians for the story. So 4, 5, the Martians come in, get the stuff, and then, oh no, it broke and everything, it ruined my plans. You know, I think that the story works out very well for it being a short one. It's a little disappointing. I wanted it to be a little longer, but hey, you know what? Just cut off the fat and get to the meat and potatoes. It's a short story. Why not? So, get me some aliens so I can get me some blankets. Some Martian blankets. Some meaty blankets. Just like in the story. You know, kudos to the actual, like, kudos to Thomas for he read the book, and he's like, I'm going to make sure to dedicate myself to putting all this stuff in here, and all that stuff. Like, I'm going to make it, like, anyone who read the book is going to be like, ah, I see what you did there. Cool. Unlike me, you can tell I didn't read the book, or forgot, because I didn't even know what Stumpy was. I knew it was a dog, but I didn't think, oh, Stumpy from the book. It's like, obviously he was from the book, why would he have a Stumpy? I digress. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna get the stink, and then we'll go from there, unless something else weird happens during this time.
Man, look at all the video stuff I did, and it's only 28 days left to this update. Amazing, right? Well, as you can see, we still have to do this, but I've gotten everything kind of set up, so it should give us what we need. So first things first, once the promenade's loaded up, we can go to the main laboratory to collect, yes, this, which will take us to 3. And now, if we click on him, it'll give us not only the completion of that, but his last one as well. See, Lucy, I told you Dr. Grey was alright. We just left him the eggs and that was it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess I was just a little paranoid after everything we went through with Miss Eakins.
Yeah, speaking of which, hopefully they can actually have the kids drop the eggs at least, because it would make sense narratively wise, and, you know, would help us get some eggs to collect for the, but we'll see. I mean, this is still the weekend when this update hits, so there's still some time. Guys, what the heck is that? Oh good, it's the egg monsters, and I had no idea what kind of language that was. Oh my gosh, run! Everybody run! I bet you anything it probably was like, excuse me, have you seen our eggs anywhere? And then he's just like, huh? I bet you that's what's going on right now. Alright, so now it's part 5. So we're almost close to the end. Ah! Run!
Stop! Hey, guys, I think they're harmless. Look, it's trying to communicate with us.
Yeah, if it wanted to kill you, they would have done it by now, but it seems like they want to talk. No idea what they're talking about, but maybe they can do sign language or point things out.
Stop it off!
Apparently it's satisfied with that answer.
Lucy, what the heck are you doing? I'll pick it up!
Updated Martian. Okay. Got one of these again. Well, at least this game's a little easier for this philoscarometer, but still. I hate the fill or something, right? It's never really fun. Speaking of which, hey, Dr. Grey, here you go. Have some friends. Just to say hi. Oh, and it's still scary. By the way, I still love that 2 of these guys aren't moving properly, that they're kind of just, like, see, this is them moving properly, but then one of them is just kind of like hovering. The one is just harassing this Dr. Grey. Yeah, they keep on doing it. Poor guy. Yeah, I might as well just let him not scare Dr. Grey. Let him just be scared. Yeah, so they're moving normally now, but there were two that moved, didn't move at all. They were just kind of hovering, just kind of sliding on by. Let's see, I think it's one of these. Yeah, look at this. Look at this one over here. Look at him slide. There's no animation. I don't know what's going on there, but okay, there you go. Collect some spooky points while doing this. And I'm probably going to be doing the spooky stuff off the side because you probably already know how it's done. You just collect some of these points here and be lookout for that. And be done. So there's that. Now then, how long do I have? 15. Yeah, so I should probably be able to do that. Now, I think if I do all the scenes, it should get me close to it. But I'm not 100% sure if it'll actually complete it, so it's one of those things where it's going to be summoning a lot of these characters and do a bunch of stuff. So that would also mean might as well get the excuse to summon the last scene since they've mentioned Miss Eakins. Let's do this. Let's get the newspaper because we need that. We need this. And we'll hold off of there. The eggs are actually getting pretty collective, so that's good. Slowly but surely. And we'll see where the story goes. But because there's 3 more dialogues trees with this, and then it's done. So, yeah. Kind of a short story, but I guess if it works, it works. Right? So, I got that. Might as well summon Lucy and Dustin, which I believe is running around with a paper airplane, right? Let's do that while I'm collecting stuff on the side. But I have to find where he is. Where he be? Last time I saw him, he was just running around here, but seems like that's not the case anymore. So, I have to find where he's running around. So, let's see if we can't find him. Probably if we do this, he'll probably pop up. I don't see him. Not yet anyways. Oh, I got him. Let's get rid of him. Just collecting some spooky points while this is going on. Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. Let's summon the last scene from the last update, which was back in Halloween, and then see where we go from there. Because I need to get 54,429 scares in order to actually complete it, this request. Because I don't think it says, fill the scarometer. It didn't say reach a milestone, so, yeah, that's the problem. Alright, let's summon these characters. Yep, we got the broken hand. We got the giant Marty when he's facing front. We got the ogre, the fluffy boy, and the giant monkey. Or the giant ape, I should say. And the monkey doesn't have a tail, so excuse me on that one. But yeah, we got these guys just doing this stuff here. So, fun stuff. And, poor Curly's getting scared too. Alright. Well, yeah, so like I said, I'm just going to do this off on my off time because I don't think you guys would want to see me do this a bunch of times every time again. And it's going to be a little while. So, while this is happening, I'm going to try to get some of the Martian stuff. I did collect from the freezer on my off time, so, yeah. And just collect and hoard some of the Martians because it's going to be useful for the last part, which is getting the Martian blankets, and then from there, we'll just collect everything. So, sounds good? Yeah, sounds great. Okay, that's fine. And debating, I should try to collect all these other stuff, but at the same time, how much do I get? 125. Not bad. Man, I'm collecting a bunch of scares here, man. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll leave it at that. Fun indeed. Kudos. Alright, well, that's it for now.
So here's something that should help now. They fixed some stuff. There was a display error with the pack. It was supposed to say $6.99 with $4.99. So, there's that. Some fixes happen with the quests so people can now go inside. But the main one that I wanted to share was the fact that Lucy, Dustin, and Marty now have animations that can, what I suggested, gather eggs. So now I'm going to have them do that to help out with the quest. So yeah, I'm just going to send them over there. And I believe it's not really an animation per se. It just might just be them just going to this area and then disappearing. So let's just see what exactly how this looks, because I myself am curious. But yeah, there's that now as well, which you know, is a thing. So yeah, I mean they're updating and fixing this stuff, so that's a good thing. I mean, this will make it a lot easier for when it comes to fixing some of the issues about this. So there's that. But no worries. There's still that. But yeah, let's see. Lucy's just going down here. Okay. Alright. At least she's running fast and not like slow. So there's that. Let's see, she's just probably just hiding, right? Yeah. Yeah, they just go underneath it. Yeah, I figured as much. So yeah, they're now searching eggs, or getting eggs, 5 of them. Or they drop 5 of the currency, so there you go. That's now a thing. So that should help. And I don't know if Dr. You know who actually does it as well. They might have, actually. So we'll just see how that turns out. So yeah, there's that as well. So that should be interesting as far as things go. So that's another addition to how to get this stuff going as far as crafting wise goes. So yeah, that's a new feature. I should probably mention that in my quest stuff, which I think I did. So yeah, things are forever changing and fixing, right? So there's that. That's always a thing. He doesn't drop, he drops the items, but he doesn't drop eggs, so yeah, there's that. Alright, cool. You may have noticed that it's now 30 days again. You might be wondering why that is. Well, lately there's been some crashes and whatnot that's been going on for some players. So they just recently extended this now. So we went from it being done on Monday to now being done for Tuesday, Friday, I think. It's hard to say exactly, but yeah, there you go. So we got that going on now. So that's great. That kind of threw off my my game. But it's what it is. Anyways, this should complete the last quest we got going.
Aw, look, guys. It's actually kind of cute. Stop me! Stop it!
I think it's trying to communicate with us. It's pointing somewhere. I think it's pointing to Dr. Grey's house.
Geez, I wonder why. Oh, so what weird language the Martians got?
Aw, poor thing. I think it's scared of him.
Do you think he's scared of him, or do you think, you know, Dr. Grey is? I guess this is the last one.
Alright, guys. These Martians need our help. Little Blobby here was perfectly clear.
What, you named him Blobby?
Blobby?
Well, I had to name them to recognize them, didn't I? This here's Blobby, and that's Splutter. The big one over there is Mass, and...
Oh my god, she's already naming these things.
Do we really have time for this? How are you supposed to deal with Dr. Grey?
Luckily, I've discovered they can actually merge into all kinds of things. So I say we make a cool Martian blanket and wrap this thing up once and for all.
Yeah, I get the idea of what they're doing here. It's just a shame that this quest is kind of short, because now we don't really know what Dr. Grey's whole deal is supposed to be. Get blankets flashback. Okay. Oh, look at that. I can actually get them at the same time. Interesting. Cool. Alright. So we got that going on here. And I can't really do flashback because he's doing his 12-hour thing, I think. So, yeah, it's going to be a little while if I were to go over to where he is. It is unfortunate, though. Like, again, the quest, everything, yeah, so it's going to be a little while. So, afterwards, I'll try it again. But for now, no. Alright, I'll be back with his flashback thing. So I'm on my way, just completing everything here. I got one of the blankets, already making the second one now. But the reason I'm kind of doing this, not just because, you know, to show you the flashback thing, which we've already seen before, but I read a comment somewhere when I posted my Crafting 101 video that apparently Dr. Grey doesn't get scared by anything but the Martians. So I want to give a test. That's why I brought Gina over here. Now, if this is true, Gina would ignore him and go somewhere else. But if not, then Gina would go directly to him because he's the closest, right? I'm going to experiment. If this is true, then that would be an interesting mechanic, and that should have been put to Courtney King with just getting afraid of the mud monsters. I'm not sure if they actually particularly only said that he can get scared by the Martians and that's it. But let's find out. Alright, so let's just summon Gina. So let's see what happens. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I thought. Okay. Poor dude. Yeah, I figured as much that such a thing, like, you know, that would be a little too complex. It would have been interesting to see, but nah. Of course, he's like a regular citizen, so he'd be scared, you know, when something like that happens. Alright. I just wanted to confirm that was the case. See, that's why I did that little experiment, because I wanted to make sure. And thus, we know Dr. Grey can get scared by anybody. Especially if it's a genie. Which, by the way, we still have to find some ways to play with her. Because, you know, she was just kind of introduced and that's it. But whatever. And you know what? Just for old time shakes, let's have the blobby monsters say hi to him. Oh my god, look at that. Poor dude. The little guys are just kind of, you know. And the one just wanted to say hi again. I still love that they've decided to... Oh god, poor dude. Poor guy. He's just getting scared by the same blob monster. And by the way, I still love that 2 of these blob monsters apparently do not, we call it... They get... Like, they don't do their animations properly. Like, the 3 of them do their animations by moving around fine. But then there's 2 that are stagnant and just kind of zooms right through. Like, I've already showed them an example of this. I just find it hilarious if that's the case. And poor Grey is getting harassed by the little guy. By the way, even in the dialogue, they're making him look cute. Yeah. Jeez. Makes you wonder what these guys are, like, what these little guys are supposed to be for. Like, what do they do exactly? Like, I know they came from Mars, apparently. But it makes you wonder, what's their purpose, right? Man, Stein has a weird idea, right? Just to come, like, no, let's have him do this. Because I think after that traumatic experience, I think that's the appropriate response. But yeah, no, it makes me wonder with Stein what his thought process was. Like, I get, oh yeah, like, let's see egg, like a yolk thing, scrambled egg, but make it look like it was made for, let me just, okay, good, quiet. Like, let's just see how that turns out. That's my guess. But, yeah, so the poor dude is going to be hyperventilating here. Well, he's going to be busy with that. and I'm going to be busy with trying to get the Martian blankets, and then we'll be done. Yeah, the quest line is pretty quick. A lot of people have already finished it off. Some people already 100% it, and they're just on their way of getting the, the egg carton sculpture. But we'll just have to wait and see. Cannot redeem yet, just yet. Yeah, but, yeah. Hopefully, this goes well. I mean, I've seen a lot of activity coming back to the game, more so than it was back in, during Halloween. So, that's a good sign. And, I'm still waiting. They're still looking into the results. They don't want to call it in just yet. They want to just see how things go. And then, I'm guessing they're going to wait until the end of May, going into June, to confirm if they're going to continue or not. Because if they are, then that will plan them to get ready for July, which I think that's what their deadline is going to be. So I'll let you know as soon as stuff happens in the video. And of course, I'll release this post video basically talking about it with the next update. So yeah, there's that.
Oh look, it's deja vu. 20 more days left. Again, because they updated the updates, so now they've extended it a little bit, but still. Quite interesting that they decided to do that. It's good, though. I mean, that's still 4 weeks left, which is great. I got that done. Need one more blanket, which we shall do now. And, oh, hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Alright. Glad I didn't record that bit, because, God, that was the first time that ever happened while recording. Damn allergies. Alright, well, still gonna be doing this. Give me that, and that, I guess. And, yeah. So that's it for now. Just some fun stuff. Still gonna get things going. This is how much I got. So really, I just need one more of the blankets anyways, and then I'm done. Then I just have to focus on getting the stuff there, and then once that's done, then it's all about selling stuff and getting me them eggshells. The sell to Seder for some reason.
Well, here we are. This should probably mark the end, I would say. Once I click this, got that done. I just need one more of the blankets, which I'm going to do now. So now I just have to focus on this. But now let's go to the doctor and finish this quest off. And see how this story ends.
No! Not again! Not again! Leave me alone! I surrender! I'll live forever! Ah!
I added that last bit. You know, if he was going to do Kermit the Frog, I might as well have him do the waving hands goodbye. Wow. Looks like he's gone. Didn't even get to throw the Martian blanket at him.
Oh, that's a big baby. Also, is the only thing they can do is merge to be a blanket? That's kind of lame.
I guess it wasn't the first time he's dealt with the Martians, was it? He seems to know what was coming.
Yeah, you could say that.
Come on, Blobby. Get your brother's plunder out of there and let's go home.
That's it? That's it? I thought I had something more coming after all these months without any action.
Oh, even the devs knew. The devs knew exactly what I was going to say. So they had to have Slappy add a lib in here to go, hey, we know, okay? That's it. That's the story. But don't worry. Maybe we'll get more. Unless this is the end.
Oh, but sit tight, Slappy. I bet something wicked is lurking just around the corner.
Oh, Curly, please don't tease me like that. Tell me that this is true. That something is coming. That you're not just saying that. I mean, God, the game, everyone's coming back and doing stuff, but please, don't tease me like this. Oh, the music of ending correctly. It's so beautiful. I think this calls for a chip. Oh, Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. A piece of randomness actually came. If you are a fan of mine and watch my other videos that isn't Goosebumps related, you might get the joke. If you haven't, well, why don't you watch the videos? Watch my Addams Family and her Oasis in April. You'll get the joke. But I'm not going to go forward from there. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the story. But you know what? As short as it is, I'll give it credit. You know, at first I was like, oh, this is going to be short. I know how it's going to end. But, you know, kudos. The way they ended it like that, they knew. I feel like they should have added more to the story. But, I don't know. Maybe later on. And then again, we got special books to probably come back and do that again. So that'll keep me busy with stuff. But unfortunately not now. This whole thing was just basically a test to see if the game can come back or not. Now, I will be doing my own video review of everything. So I'm still going to be doing videos and stuff like this for this content. So it's not done yet. But when I do my reviews, last time when I did Halloween, I did my review during that part and that was it. I'm going to be coming back to doing normal reviews like I did in the past. Except this time I'm going to do it slightly differently. You'll see what I mean when we get there. This is going to make my life easier. Believe me. Trust me. This will make my life easier. I'll be more satisfied to do videos like this. Because I know people like, oh, I missed your reviews. So there you go. The other thing too is that there are other things to go for. Namely, I need to get myself some of these. And then get this. So, the little ways to go. But, we should hopefully get there just fine. And, yeah. So, no worries on that. In my humble opinion. But yeah, I feel like you're probably going to have to... Something I have to probably emphasize is that the newspapers are probably going to be the one thing that you should focus your attention on getting a lot of. Because that seems to be the one that is apparent to get. But at this point, probably people already know. I guess people were satisfied and happy that I finally came back with the Crafting 101 and be like, oh, finally! I didn't know the kid can drop things now. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm glad I waited the way I did. Because then it would have made me look like an idiot if I did it early. So sometimes it pays to wait a little bit. But yeah, hopefully we still get to continue with the, you know, the promenade decorations and all that stuff. And from what I understand from some people, they enjoyed having a shorter quest line. And like something like this, they actually prefer. Because they're like, especially for kids, they're like, I don't have to worry about this while doing schools and whatnot. Which is good because, and the demographic is namely kids, preteens, whatever you call it. So, there's that. It also saves me a bit of time when it comes to stories and whatnot. Although I do miss doing voices and all that stuff. But again, this is a little appetizer for hopefully the main course. If everything goes well, which I'm hopefully should hear soonish, I should announce it in a separate video. And that will be a teaser for the next event, which will most likely going to be the anniversary update. Because that's obviously going to be the next thing that's coming up. That's what they're hoping anyways. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, you better bring this back. You better have not teased like that. Alright? Please. Alright, I'll be back when I get closer to stuff or once things come into my mind. So enjoy this as you can.
So a few hours have passed. I clicked on this, and now I have gotten all 7 of this. So now I'm just trying to work on getting this guy, and then getting these 2 things. The eggs I think is going to be easy. This one's going to be a little bit longer of a wait because, you know, need the papers. But I can't do that until this is done. So wish me luck.
Remember when I used to do this every time this thing comes up? 27 days, 23 hours, 15 minutes. Those were the good times. I wonder how many times I'll get to do this. Or how long this will be here until, you know, it fully disappears.
Early Friday, all the Bills packs are 50% off Marketplace. Uncle Sadly proudly presents this offer.
He does he? Does he really proudly presents this offer? Or is he just saying that? So everything here 50% off. That's nice. It's something. I know. There's no real bundles per se, but at least they're doing this type of month. I think they're doing like what the other games are doing, where every weekend there's a bundle. And I believe the game will probably have something like this too in the future. But yeah, it's going to be a little while. But anyways, anywho, if you're wondering where I'm at right now, there you go. Still progressing. I'll let you know when I get to this, the Martians, then the papers, and then the eggs. But I probably will get the eggs at some point because with the kids, they're really helping me a lot. I didn't even need to spend the little guys out and about because I need them. I need the coins for other things like expansion and other nonsense. I can't believe I missed this, but I'm going to give a shout out to Playboy Vampire because he pointed this out to me when I was doing my part 1 stream. But remember during Halloween when certain characters glitched and posted some currency? Yeah, well, they do it still. Yeah, Chris Jingle Bell Rock can now drop you currency, and also if we go to my character, I know he's not really my character, but he might as well be. Who is it? Where is it? Yeah, there he is, Reggie boy. Yeah, he has 2. He can do the call the mayor or hide for a while. So do the hide for a while. So if you need eggs, shells, that's how you do it. Also, if the game comes back, we should probably fix that. Just saying. For now, don't take away it though. Just leave it as is. Thanks. Well, 25 days remaining, going on to 24. And basically, this is where I'm at right now. I got all the eggs, which is, easy said. So I'm calling it that I got the eggs. And I'm going to get this real soon. So I'm going to come back with the video. And then now I just have to get the Mars Attacks newspapers, which is going to be interesting to get. And I'm slowly chipping away to get the items here. The terrarium and the giant egg. After which I'm just going to try to get as much eggs as possible and see where I can get from there.
Well, after I click this, we've gotten all the Martians. So now I need to get the paper. So that's going to be my next thing to get. And then I'm done with this. So I shall be back. I also got some news about Goosebumps as a whole. And I'll be making a separate video about that. When I first heard about the boat from the description thing, I was like, what are you talking about? I don't see a boat thing. Turns out that's a special contest, unique prize. Basically, you have to show off your town and everything like that on the socials. And the thing is, there's conflict of interest with me. But the other problem, too, is that I would love to show my town, this lovely, lovely town, to have the ferryman be part of the town. But sadly, if I do that, then people will find out, oh, Grimm's actually this guy incognito. And I'm like, no. So I can't. Because Facebook doesn't like to go, to be private. No, sorry, you can't. You have to expose yourself. So, yeah, one thing I hate about Facebook. I hate it. So there's that. Little rant over. 22 days still going on here, but the reason I'm kind of making the video is because happy birthday to you. Scary birthday to you. Scary birthday, Goosebumps HorrorTown. Scary birthday to you. Yay! I missed it by yesterday, I think. So, this is June 1st, so again, I forgot about this. But this May 30th or 31st marked this game's when it was released worldwide. Mind you, this was in beta back in October 2017, but we don't count that. The end of May going into June, that was when this game came out of beta and became available for everywhere. So, yeah,
happy birthday to you guys. And I have a feeling that there might be well wishes, might be something even bigger to celebrate the big anniversary. Taking my time slowly but surely to get this thing here, but the reason I want to make a video is because, yes, this boatman thing that they were advertising, I have received it. Now, I didn't enter into the contest necessarily. This is more of a thank you because I assisted with Thomas with helping this event to kind of go through. Me and another person, Erasmo, which you've probably known before. We both were getting this thing. And it's interesting to actually see this finally, so I'm able to show it off. And yeah, it's just a decoration. There's no interesting things that drops with it. None of that. It's just like, it's an interesting decoration. So it's nice I get to show you this thing in town. But yeah, now you know. It is an interesting item. Man, 20 days. Still going on strong. Now, I'm making this video for a particular reason because this was something I didn't really address at all, but I figure I might as well give this guy a shout out because, as you know, I've been showing off a lot of Playboy Vampire stuff. And it's kind of funny that this animation happens to be him being a vampire. And you might be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, let have Slappy go to his little destination, his little vampire hidey hole. You know, the one that was introduced back in 2019 of New Year's. Can I click on the G? Thank you. So, we got that going on. Let him make his slow way travel over there so I can talk about what I wanted to talk about. So, he's going to go over here, right? His little home, right? There he goes. And there you go. So as you can see, he's in his vampire form. Now, something that the Playboy Vampire noticed, and I think I noticed as well, but I didn't get to notice this, is that way back when, in 2012, I believe, he actually designed Slappy as a vampire. This is what it looks like here. Jeez, does this look familiar to you? Yeah. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm sure when the past devs or whoever was in control of this game's content, when they were looking around for ideas and stuff, they must have come across his art and was like, there you go. We got the vampire look right down. Let's copy this. So, you know, I think as a nod for him, I think that's probably close. And, you know, go figure, it has to be a vampire one. That's his name. So, yeah. That's going to be fun. Well, I'm dumb, which should surprise nobody because I've always have to make something dumb every now and then. But you might be wondering, why am I dumb? Well, during my commentary on this, I kind of was talking about how maybe I might have talked about this on. I really don't know. I have to rewatch some things. But at first, I was looking at this and I was like, why does Dr. Grey need, like, what is his plan and purpose? They kind of did explain it during the dialogue. He basically wanted to use the pheromones to try to attract the Martians to kind of come to him. And I guess his plan was to freeze them and I guess control them in some way. As for why, though, I don't know. It might be something within the book, but I would hardly not know what exactly would that be. So, yeah, there you go. There's your answer to that type of thing here. I should be back soon to get the terrarium, or what I called it, the tarantula, but to be fair to me, there was a tarantula in there. So, the next clip should be that. Got 19 days left. And, yeah, we got this here. Still making my way. However, the reason I'm making this video is because after I collect these guys, I only have one more left. I've now reached 1,000. And that's important because this means I'm allowed to actually get the one expensive item. And what's funny is that I remember how you would get these ridiculous amount of price items. Like I remember the acorns back in what do you call it? Nightmare Camp or Camp Nightmare, where it was like
50,000 of the acorns in order to get this one item that was just very lackluster, which was the what was it? The tents? No, it was the Scoutmaster thing. But you know, it's whatever. Anywho, let's put this thing down and get to the 80%. Finally, the giant terrarium with the giant tarantula. Man, that is huge indeed. Yeah, let's do this here. There, it's down. So it gives us 25 every 12 hours, which is not bad. And of course, you can only get one of these, so it's a unique item. The interesting thing is egg piles, you can get more than one. However, I am going to be curious. There's one more item to get, which is the giant egg, which should be easy to get. But I'm curious to see if this is a unique item or if it's a one-time thing. If it is a one-time thing, then that means I'm going to try to grind as much as I can to get as many of these egg piles. Not like I need them to drop stuff. I just like the idea of having a bunch of eggs all over this guy's place. I think it fits in the role. And then I'll also try to move some of this stuff around. And yes, I also will try to free this man, this poor man who's stuck in here for a bit. But I'm just hogging him for now. I'll put him out and about when I'm done with him. Also, I've decided to put Stumpy's house over here because I think it fits. And look at this. Look at Drool compared to this. Look how big that dog house is. Jesus. I digress. Anywho, yeah, so we're slowly making progression, so let's see where we're left off and how long it takes to get to something new.
Finally, after some time of just occasionally, casually doing this, 18 days, 11 hours, 43 minutes, or now it's going to be 42 minutes. Yeah. I finally did it. With this, I have collected everything, and after this, I have gotten the last thing we need. Isn't that fun, guys? I know. It's very hilarious. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm kind of going a little mad right now. But I figured as well, we have this guy. So, you know what? Alright, Dr.Grey, you're free. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. You're free now. Go with your people. That's right. Travel down there. There you go. You be among the people. But you're still going to do this for me. There you go. Now you're with everybody. Isn't that fun? Right. So first things first. Let's get this giant egg. There it is. With its eyeballs peeking into the cracks. Now we got 100%. And it's just decoration. And that's it. Now. Oops. Is it a unique item or can we get more of them? We can get more of them. Okay. So that's what I'm going to have to do is get some more giant eggs. Probably another one. Just so it's equal. And I'm going to focus my attention on getting these egg piles. Because I think they look cool. And it keeps me busy for the next 18 whatever days. Because as well, we got all the items we need. My god. 60 of the eggs, 20 of the papers, 15 out of 13 of the Martians, and 7 out of 7 of the things. And there's our prize. And it's done. The egg carton sculpture. So that's what it is. It looks real nice. It's based off of the book, which is great. And unfortunately, you can't, like, they do collect it, but you can't have another one of these because it's unique. I know that someone was like, oh, I want another one of these Jabba the Hutt style items because it looks cool. And I'm just like, yeah, but it's only a one-time thing, which is sucky, but oh well. It's what it is. But yeah. Oh, sorry. That's it for now. That is it. That is the item. well, that's all of them. Anyways. So, with that being said, I'm going to find out and do as much as I can to sell some stuff to Seder and get some items going. So that way I can get myself some things. So, yeah. Let's see how much eggs I can get, and then afterwards I'll come back to show you my decorations before ending it off. And then we go ahead and talk about the end of the event. 9 days left, and I'm still making stuff going. But one thing I wanted to note is I think the atoms are also ending on the same day, which is interesting, so, yeah. But anyways, I might as well show you something here. If I were to go over to the little area that I had off, as you can see, it's empty now. Yeah, it's back to being vacant, so that when it comes to the next update, it's all ready to go for, to show that off. Because by the time this video came out, you've probably seen my little post. So, now you know. So I'm looking forward to the next one, which is going to be a birthday celebration, finally. And see what exactly they had there. But let me just show you where I've added some of the stuff, so that way if you're curious. So, first things first, I've added the bunny stuff, the plushies here. So, that's where that is. The chocolate rabbit ended up right here in the front, which I think pretty much fits it well. Then, if you're asking for the jackalope, I added that next to, where is he? Over here. Right, over here. Next to Mr. Zawid's place. So you got that. And what about the good old doctor? What about his stuff? Well, as you can see over here, he has his little home right up the cliffs, right beside this place here. Once I unlock 57, I can actually unlock this area. So, people can come to his little hidey hole. But for now, that's where everything is. So I'm going to be updating it. I'm going to put some more of the eggs over here. So that's my plan. So that's what I'm going to be doing for now. And I should be back once the event ends and show you where I'm at by then. Good old glitch. Aw, it's done now. It's fixed. Darn, that was fun while it lasted. Oh well. That's a shame. Okay, I know what you're all thinking. Fine. Yes, here's Slappy's little area. It's fixed because it's the old style, so yeah, it's not going to be updated anytime soon. If they're smart, they wouldn't do that. Unless they really want to advertise, but still, I kind of dig the fact that this turned into the prize, which I've talked about a year or so before. Oh, Zeke is doing something over here. That's interesting. Fun indeed. Look at all these people. Anyways, yeah. Alright, so I goofed off long enough. So let's see what happens now. A few days to go. Stubby. Stubby, you idiot. Not Stumpy, Stubby. Oh my god. I looked at this and thought, yes, Stumpy, not Stubby. Oh my god. Can you blame me? Look how childish the wording is, okay? Also, I want to correct myself again. I don't know if this changed at all slightly since the last I've seen this, but maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. But I'm wrong again. It wasn't done at 7 a.m., not done at 8 p.m. No, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. it's going to be done. And guess what? I'll be home by then. So I have nothing to worry about. But still, I'm not used to just doing in the morning. But, I guess their other games did it. So I guess, you know what? If it ends at 9 a.m., I'm fine with that. I can record that stuff. So I guess we're not waking up early for that. Oh well, at least I can worry less about that now. Be back, I guess, soon. Man, look at that. It's Wednesday and there's 2 days left. It's going to go into 9 a.m. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be 9 a.m. And when it gets closer to this time, I am going to make a video. I guess the next clip will be near the end of the day. And then we'll talk about what has happened and all that said and more. So right now goes to, look at that, 47 hours, 48 hours left. 2 days to 47 hours. Getting close. How many eggs can I get? Let's find out. So this is it. The final moments of this event, the first ever return to form, finally is over. In a few minutes. So, let me just show off what I've done. What I've collected. And I think I showed everybody where I put everything, I think. Yeah, I think so. Just a recap. Most of the Easter stuff I put here, you know. And now let's go over to the main area where all the eggs are. Right over here. So this is what I ended up doing. For the most part. Man, look at all them eggs. I have 4 of this big eggs, and then I have 5 of these ones. So that's what I ended up doing. And mind you, I was just doing a very casual playthrough. Setting this stuff up here. Man, 3 more minutes. And then it's done. But we have this here as well. Should probably put this over here. Alright. So, even after the event ends, I believe these guys will still be around. So, I'm not going to get rid of them. But let's just summon them for one last time. And also, I love how these two are just not moving at all. Like, their animations is just kind of frozen in place. I joked about it earlier than this video. Most likely. But, you know, it's just something, right? It just seems to happen. But, yeah. Let's just go ahead and have fun. And I guess we'll look at, you know, Dr.Grey. But, you know, once he's done, that's basically it. It's like, all done. Goodbye. Doesn't exist no more, right? But, yeah, we got these guys skimming around over here. Having a whole fit. And, what have you. But, yeah. I guess we just have fun with these little guys. I'm happy that these guys actually got to stay around, so there's that. And once they're done spooking everybody, then we'll start the countdown. I think. Man, they're still going at it. They're just saying hi to everybody. Showing their little cute faces. They're just, you know, showing their happy face. Alright. All done. Cool. Alright. Now then. We have a few more minutes left before we begin everything. So, I figured let's go ahead and talk about the overall feeling of everything. I'll go into depth with my review and add some things there, post-edit. But overall, it's nice that we finally got to return back into this game, since a lot of people who watch me tend to watch me for this video. So, yeah, for this series, I should say. So it's nice that we still got some Goosebumps stuff coming up. So we got that going, which is always good, to say the least. Now then, I think we got stuff recorded. We just double check. Yes, okay. Alright, so we're getting stuff recorded. Now then, here we go. 22 seconds left. Man, the anticipation is killing me. Now, last time when we did something like this, we were kind of like, oh, sad, because this was the end. But, like you've probably seen already with the video, this is not the end. There's something else coming soon. So, 3, 2, 1. You've won the seasonal event. And there you go. That's the end. And, you might be curious on what happens if you lose. Well, this window comes up. You get the little egg creature instead of the broken egg. He said you did not achieve the goal in time. This is your last time to do it. And it's $120. Not that bad. A lot of times we ended up getting it for free or, you know, for that money. But yeah, ended up doing that. But yeah, it's possible to do that. So, interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. Alright, so let's click on this, because we have completed the event, ends and done. If I see the clip, I will show it again, but I think this is as close as we're going to get to that. As you can see, everything's empty, and we got nothing of that. And then when we click this off, that's it. It's gone. It's all done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Man, here I was thinking that, oh man, I was never going to be able to do this because of the time. But, nope, stupid me. That doesn't seem like that was the case. And I was about to say, oh, they disappeared from us. Like, once the event ends, they just go, whoosh, disappear. But I don't think so. I'm just curious if I'm able to still access the inventory, which I think they should still be able to, because these items are just, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens exactly. But let's just see this. Oh yeah, items still drop. So yeah, they're still doing it. They're still supplying. But you can't craft anymore. So that's turned off as expected. So let's go ahead and see. If we go to Dustin, his quest is no longer there. Yeah. It's not much anything. I'm glad they added that near, like, it took them near the end, but whatever. And of course, let's go ahead and see the last character, Dr.Grey. Kind of reminds me of Dr. McGray, with a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg. Yes, okay, I forgot. He actually has some animations still stuck. So only his mixture thing is no longer here, but he still has some animations left over because they kind of assisted with the event, but not really, like, to the point where you needed them so much. So, yeah, he's not that useless at the moment, unlike how Miss Eakins was, kinda. But she's back and about. So, yeah, I think that concludes this video and this update overall. And quite honestly, I am looking forward to seeing you guys real soon for a celebration of 30 years, as well as this game, a celebration of both things. And I think you guys are going to enjoy what is to come up next. And of course, we'll end it by the event ends and done screen. It's a classic, but hey, finally there. Well, here's the outro anyways, and I'll see you in event 26.
And that, my dear friends, is the end to the Event 25, Egg Monster from Mars. I do hope you enjoyed this video and these videos. I'm glad to be back, finally. And by the sounds of it, it may not be the last. There's going to be more to expect, so look forward to that. And if you're curious about how I thought about this update moving forward, or altogether, I did make a video talking about it, so I advise you to take a look in there and see for yourself. I also made a cue card basically talking about its review, so that came back. So, look forward to that. Until then, I've been Grim, and I'll be seeing you next time for whatever Goosebumps HorrorTown has in store. Until then, beware of the Martians. They may wrap you up in their blanket of slime.